Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women. That is good. That is good.
Hello, welcome to Forces of Destruction. This is a battle report, first match of the March Hare event in Omaha, Nebraska. It's a nice local tournament. There's about 20 people who turned out. Three matches in one day. Here's my army list on my hastily made display board. Add a couple pieces of rocks. Made a few changes to my previous little intro. I put my goblin wizard shaman on a wolf, and I added orc boss instead of the spider. So kind of hoping that will work out, and we will get to it shortly. My first opponent of the day is a wood elf player. Beautifully painted wood elves, all fast cavalry except for 2 units of archers that are skirmishers and 1 unit of the war dancers, 10 of them I believe. I'm not very familiar with the wood elves. I think I played them once since 8th edition came out. So very mobile, very fast unit. 2 eagles. He's got the archers there, lots of the glade riders. He's got an eagle. He's got a hero on an eagle. The chimera in the background is basically if he gets a transformation of Kadan on, which I spoke to him after the game, and I'm like, when would you ever want to be in combat to use that? But it's there in case he ever did get the spell and wanted to use it. He actually said that he would turn into that and fly away, which is very wood elfy. And then the pictures here don't do this army justice. This army ended up winning the top painted if you get down close. Very, very intricate details on a lot of these models, but and you can see here they look good. But so our first match is basically just a normal battle line, and our deployment goes as follows. Here's my army. I got a goblin wolf chariot on the left, 6 trolls, my hoarded up unit of biggins with 2 hand weapons, another chariot, my doom diver, which excuse me, my doom diver right away is pretty much my best and only tool to kill units of wood elves, so I really want to make sure I protect that. Got my mangler squig there. I've got my special character Gorbad and my wolf riders with a hero, and then the shaman, and then just a bunch of wolves. I really thought about splitting him out of this unit and deploying him in infantry, since he doesn't really have any templates. At least he'd give me 1 quick moving unit, but again, they're goblins, so I don't even know if they even caught anybody, if they'd be able to kill them. But I debated that for quite a bit, but I ended up just deploying them like this, and then another unit of 6 trolls kind of protect my flank. He's doing his vanguards here in this picture, but basically his army from right to left, it's almost all the same thing. He's got his archers there, they scouted there. He's got 2 units of wild riders, which are the tougher ones on the 5-up ward save against non-magical attacks. He's got his character on an eagle back there, his bunkered unit of fast cav with a level 4, some other lord level character with the crazy shooting magic arrows and the doom arrow, another character, so 3 characters in there. Fast cav, basically all the way across the board from here. He's got his glade rider, or the infantry in the woods that he brought with him, another unit of fast cav, and an eagle on the far left. So elves get turn 1, and they start by, well, after their vanguards, and this might even just be all vanguards. It basically is most of his army moves around to the left, and a few units move around to the right. It's if you ever fight wood elves, fight is a wrong word probably. If you ever play against wood elves, it could be very frustrating, and that's the whole purpose of it. It's lots of shooting. The strength 3 shooting wasn't really a concern for me. the one good thing about my army is I don't really have anything that you can kill other than some big blocks. So points denial is pretty good for my army, but getting him and pinning him down is the difficulty. My spells I rolled up for my wizard, I have the Vortex, and I believe I have I have the Ruby Ring of Ruin, which is nice, and I have the Magic Missile spell. So I've got a couple tools. On my first turn, he did not kill that bolt thrower, so I fire off a Vortex just for the sake of throwing something out there, and I end up miscasting. Take a wound for that. My trouble is there, and lose the rest of the power dice. You can see there's not much happening on the left. I got my chariot protecting my Doom Diver. It's the only thing I really have to kill units, and I move up accordingly. On the elf turn, he's got his Wild Riders coming around the side there. I had hit one with a Doom Diver, one unit with a Doom Diver, and I killed 3 of the 5, and he retreated that back into the back right corner. He did not kill my bolt thrower with his shooting, so I did get a free shot with that. And then this is just the end of the elf turn 2. Really not much happening. He's just firing up. His bunker unit has flaming attacks because of the BSB, so he's firing a few of those at the trolls. Strength 3, toughness 4, still needs 5s to wound. So I'm not really taking any damage here. I'm also not really giving any out. I'm just trying to kind of hedge my way until I can maybe try to corner something. He puts, he does, this is just another picture of him after, I think, post shooting. Take a lot of pictures early on, and then as the game speeds up, get a little bad about that. Then my turn. Again, I'm just kind of trying to protect my left-hand side here. So then things start happening here around turn 3. Just a picture. I'm really excited about this charge right here. I think I can make that charge, defeat those Wild Riders, and end up in his archer unit. And I'm looking forward to actually finally being able to get into some combat here. And as you can, on my turn, my trolls fail their charge. Very disappointingly. I do hit that with the Doom Diver, and I rolled 5 wounds, but I only killed 3. So another disappointment. They didn't panic either with a high leadership general right nearby. So yeah, my trolls did not make that charge, and ended up going ahead of just a few inches, but I was really looking forward to that. He couldn't flee, he would have gone off the board, so he gave me a freebie and I messed it up. On his turn, he comes moving around the side. And that's not so bad. I don't know what he's thinking there, but I've got 3 bolt throwers going to fire shots down the side of him. If I get some lucky rolls and he fails a few ward saves, I should be able to kill some guys. I'm hitting on a 4. So in Orc language, that's a 1 in 6 chance, I think. But here in the middle, he moves his giant eagle up and he kills my Mangler Squig, and then his hero comes flying up. He's right in front of that goblin chariot, but with all that shooting of his, he has no worries. He'll be able to put 3 wounds on that thing. I believe he had put a spell on my Savage Orcs from that. Yeah, there's that spell. He's got that up. Caused me to take dangerous train check. If I move them at all. And so at this point in the game, I still have my Doom Diver. My wizard had destroyed himself on 2 miscasts in a row. Just stupidness. So I'm actually hoping for failed animosity checks at this point. If I get some failed animosity with my special character, I get to add his current wounds to the animosity roll, so I can pivot on. If I get a 3 or above, I can pivot on the spot and move towards close enemy and then declare charge. So that's what I'm hoping for. And on my turn here, I fire my bolt throwers, all 3 of them. Only 1 hits. I end up killing 1 of those Wild Riders. I do fail an animosity though, and I pivot my Wolf Riders towards close enemy, which was that hero on an eagle. Very happy about that. And I move 7 inches towards that guy. I'm not very far away, and I declare charge, and he of course flees it. He ends up rolling really high and popping on the back side of those Wild Riders, and I roll abysmally, and I go almost nowhere. Which then makes my trolls out of range of my general by a few inches, and they stumble ahead stupidly. So they are worthless now, pretty much, until I can get somebody close to them again. And so there's that. So there's just my other unit. I don't know what I'm doing with them. They've reformed and they're headed over this way. I'm kind of hoping, like, well, maybe I can just trap somebody in a corner, but I just really don't have a lot of maneuverability. My general's unit, I'm contemplating taking him out of the Wolf Riders, just to try to get a charge on his own. He can kill a unit on his own. And here's just the left side. My chariot made a long charge against some archers. They had stand and shot. I rolled really high, hit them, destroyed them with impact hits. So yay, I scored some points finally. He hasn't really scored much of me either. He did kill that one chariot there in the middle. That one's down a couple wounds. My trolls here are just ran around. Can't even fail an animosity with them. He's just staying out of their charge arc. So it's basically Doom Diver and hoping he makes a mistake at this point. So on my next turn here, I believe. I'm moving my Savage Orcs up. I did move my General out of the Wolf Riders unit. I think at this point we're getting low on time, so we're only going to probably get 2 more turns in. And in hindsight, I probably should have just left the General in the Wolf Riders, moved them around the left side of that building, and continued on around that way. At least tried to have my mobile unit engage a lot sooner. But I did not. So Wolf Riders are kind of facing to the left. It's just playing against this army. It's very frustrating. But I started to make mistakes as well. But again, I'm not taking any damage. Nothing's hurting me at all. I killed my own shaman with miscasts, and other than that, everything's pretty much alive. I know his Wild Riders he's going to try to, last 2 turns wipe out my war machines, but they're just bolt throwers. They're 35 points each. So he kills that chariot with some shooting over on the left hand side. He's slowly moving his infantry down towards my bolt thrower, but they're not going to make, or my Doom Diver, they're not going to make it in time. My trolls, I've got them turned around. I'm going to have to try to make like a boxcars charge on something. I spend a lot of the game doing that type of thing. On his turn, he charges the bolt thrower with his Wild Riders. His General's unit comes moving around this way in between there. So again, I'm hoping for some failed animosity checks. I do have some archers in my front arc there, so I'll be able to kill that unit and score it, so that's good for me. And here's just a picture of his last turn. He flies his eagle behind my orcs there, and at this point I think he's pretty confident that he's going to win. It's a 20-point scale, so I think he's hoping for a 12-8 win, but not so fast. I fail an animosity check with my unit there. They turn around and kill that eagle. My Doom Diver, his Wild Riders in the back far right corner, they only had 2 left. It scores a direct hit, and I kill the last 2 of those. He fails his ward save, and I kill those 2 archers, and he kills. So final tally here, we start to total up, and he realizes how cheap my stuff is, and I end up scoring enough to, we have a tie, 10-10 draw, and there's only about a 30-point difference. So that's where we end up on the first game, as a 10-10 draw, and we move into game number 2. So can't say it was an enjoyable game, but my opponent was very nice, very friendly, and we had a good time, as I always do when I play Warhammer Fantasy. After this game, it's just luck of the draw. So I'm hoping for a game 2 matchup that I could get into some combats and roll some dice. So we'll be getting to that second battle of the march here in Omaha, Nebraska momentarily. Thanks for watching.